Agents are starting to do the buying. And in barely 14 months, the plumbing to let them prove who they are, get approval, and actually check out quietly got built. The question for every business is suddenly very concrete. When the buyer is an agent, can you still take the sale? Start with the number everyone's reacting to. Gartner projects that by 2028, 90% of B2B buying will be intermediated by AI agents, pushing more than $15 trillion of spend through machine-to-machine exchanges. That's not a niche. That's most of how business will buy. And the reason this stopped being hypothetical is that the rails showed up. In just over a year, the payment and identity plumbing for agent commerce went from slideware to shipping standards, from MasterCard and Google to OpenAI and Stripe, to a shared industry alliance. Here's the tell that this is real infrastructure and not a fad. The rivals are converging. In April, the FIDO Alliance, the same body behind passkeys, stood up a working group for agent authentication. Google donated its payments protocol into it. MasterCard contributed its intent framework. Competitors pooling standards is what an industry looks like when it's committing. So the rails are ready. Most businesses aren't. Only about 11% of enterprises run agents in production today. And more to the point, an agent can't fill out a human-only checkout, can't read a quote trapped in a PDF, can't click a screen built for a person. If your commerce can only be reached by a human, you're simply invisible in an agent-led deal. Being agent-ready isn't a chatbot bolted on the front. It's exposing your commerce as contracts an agent can call, your catalog, your pricing, your checkout, with scoped authorization and signed intent, so you know exactly which agent is acting and on whose behalf. Gartner's own read, API-first, headless architectures are the competitive moat in this shift. And agent-ready doesn't mean losing control. It means the opposite. Discount authority, approvals, spend limits enforced once, at the API layer, for every caller. A human rep and an AI agent hit exactly the same guardrails. You're not opening a back door. You're giving the front door an interface a machine can use. That's the bet PeakCommerce makes. An agent-ready commerce execution layer that runs on top of your billing. So when the buyer is an agent, you can still take the sale, with the guardrails you already trust. See how it works at PeakCommerce.com.